first responders and doctors for a limited time. Surf their sick deals, growing inventory, dealsnadee.com.
Yeah.
And get to Lady Jane's. You can share $100,000 with Maz. Yes, it's your chance to share $100,000 with Maz. That's right, $100,000. Walk in anytime, get a precision haircut, and register to win $100,000. Lady Jane's, open 10 to 8.
Share with Maz.
7 days
What,
a
you
week.
pay the taxes, he gets the right.
Exactly. Lady Jane's is wicked awesome. Sunday, it's 10 to 5. And I would be remiss.
Fucking taxes.
Why isn't it looks like Gibby is calling my phone.
Well, it's your best friend.
Best friend's calling?
Why is he calling? Well, he doesn't know we're recording early because of, I don't know. I'm not really sure why we are, but Brandon needs to get out of here.
You gonna answer it?
I can't answer my phone in the house. I got to go out to the car.
That's right. I forgot about that. Got to get you a new phone, man.
Oh, maybe
An
he'll
iPhone
text.
2?
Maybe he'll text. Legacy Partners, by the way, will save you money. They shop between 7 to 10 carriers for personal insurance. Could be 50 for commercial accounts. Call Maz for rates, 586-209-4106. Yes, if your insurance company is sitting on your quote and just bumping it up a little bit every year, this is a good time to call Maz. 586-209-4106 for Legacy Partners, and you could end up in the song, the Ting Ting song featuring Maz and Legacy Partners.
I like working him in every spot.
How does he do it?
I don't know.
Somebody had a good tweet this morning. What happens more often, Maz touches his wallet or Drew does something, and I can't remember.
Well, it's going to be the latter.
Of course, no.
Whatever it is.
It was funny, though. Jim Brewer, he got the Twitter sphere was crazy with Jim Brewer.
Oh, really?
Everything.
Yeah. Yep, there were some Facebook posts. Everybody's talking about it. So.
No more guests.
Everybody's
no more guests. I'm just going to solve it. No more guests. We're just going to blabber for 3 hours every day. Nobody else gets to talk.
Uh-oh.
For Lila, apparently.
Layla.
What's going on in here?
What? What the hell? I just said no guests.
What are you doing out here?
Not
Oh, my God. No way.
Lila!
Gibby's here. What the hell's going on? I wonder why he's not busy with opening day.
Now we know why
we'll
he was
find
why
out.
he was calling.
He's on crutches, too, and Cam's here. Hey, buddy. Good to see you, man.
Hey, opening day surprise.
Holy shit. What is 2-3 doing in the house? Lila, calm down. Oh, man, how cool. I'm expecting Ernie Harwell to walk in now. That would shock me.
I thought you were busy hanging out with Jack White today. I saw some pictures on the World Wide Web.
We were just down there. They were practicing the anthem. Did you guys hear it at all?
I heard it.
Oh,
No,
we
I
just saw
didn't hear it.
the still photo.
How was it?
Don't act like we were all down there.
Oh, man, you guys are just...
Here it comes.
Give me some fucking earphones.
Trying to fire him up.
You got earphones?
Here you go.
Sweetheart. Come here.
He's got the whole gang. This is a setup.
No, we saw a picture of Jack White, and his mom was down there, and you were talking to
Teresa?
him. And they were, I guess he was practicing his instrumental national anthem.
Yeah.
So is this thing rock?
It sounded good. I was up in the press box. It'll be good. You'll
Cool.
enjoy it. Yeah,
I will love it.
I had no idea he was even going to be doing the national anthem tomorrow.
It
So
was
that's
a bit of a
I
surprise.
just found that. Is he going to walk in here?
I don't have that much pull.
That'd be pretty cool.
He's got a long day tomorrow. He's going to do that. He's going to come up and do an inning with us
What?
on TV.
Will you ask him? Will you tell him that we want him to come in here?
He's maybe someday he's got a concert tomorrow.
Don't mention the name.
Yeah, don't mention my name.
Hey, wait a second.
It's a different show.
Look at your dog. He's looking at me. What did you do?
Oh, she likes
She
you.
loves you.
Yeah.
Yeah, something fell on me when I walked in the door. It's like it's like a bucket that cleanses me off, and the dog licking me.
She should recognize you. You're on the wall right there.
Oh my
But
God!
then again, you got a shirt on, so.
You know, I was going to bring I was going to bring you a towel to put over that.
Hey, so Eli Zaret has been very vocal.
He's been ripping my ass.
Why is he so upset with you?
He's not upset. You know what? In all honesty, I've known Eli a long time. He's a great guy. We're good friends. But
If anybody
You know,
says
what
anything
kind-
nice to you,
yeah.
he's furious.
So what kind of? But he ripped me, right?
Well,
he
hey,
got him
I have some actual audio here. I have 2 clips from 2 previous times that we spoke with.
Wait, how are you ready with clips of Eli?
Well, maybe some people are saying that I knew about Kirk Gibson coming here, but you didn't. But here's
It was a setup.
What?
I don't have to leave early today.
Jack White really coming?
So Gibby comes on 15 minutes into the show, and here's my impression of the show. I'm waiting to hear what Gibby has to say about the football game. Hey, Gibby, what was it like to hit 2 home runs in the World Series? Hey, Gibby, which one meant more to you? Hey, Gibby, when fans...
So
Listen,
jealous.
you guys are no different than anybody else, and it drives me crazy. He is a guy, not a god. And all he does, he wants to tease, he wants to have fun, he likes to get under your skin, and everybody backs off. And I said it to Shep, said it to Mario. He's teeing up for you to give him some shit, and everybody backs off. What is it about Gibby that's so damn intimidating that nobody will fuck with him like he does
right.
with you?
Except Eli.
But it doesn't end there.
God, he doesn't shut up. That
It doesn't
guy.
end there because Eli comes back a couple weeks later and throws this bomb out.
That ad in the Red Wing games are on Fox Sports with Gibby, Darren McCarty, and Barry Sanders doing the thing with Mark Bernstein. That is just like a really, guys.
Oh, I'm glad Gibby's not here.
Oh, wow. God. I go, Gibby, come on, man, really. You don't need that dough. You don't need that money. But by the way, listen, I love
He
the
didn't give it to charity.
the
They
Bernsteins.
gave it to charity, whether he did or
I
not.
think he did.
Bernsteins are nice
You look
people.
really bad.
Oh my God, do you ever stop talking?
Eli.
I think I was kind of patronizing.
You know,
Some suggesting that you want to be berated.
Plus, we knew you gave that money to charity, so what a dick.
I gave some of it to charity.
We knew that.
But Eli, obviously, you guys got to give him more than 1 day a week. And secondly, from a guy that most athletic bone is his mouth, you don't really worry about it.
That's great.
I just talked to Eli not too long ago, and we had a lot of good times together. And it was Eli and Gary Danielson and I.
Did you like doing that show?
The radio was the hardest thing I've ever done. 3 hours a day. I don't know how you guys do it. I guess I didn't have that much to say.
I think if you
Guys,
got
give me
used
a
to it, you
password
would.
here?
For the Wi-Fi?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, is this the one that says neighborhood?
No.
Gibby's doing prep.
Marco.
Yeah.
I'll do it for you.
Oh, Cam.
Look at my fingers. This dog is like,
She's the worst.
she's a girl. She's on my leg.
We make it very hard for our guests
Leave it
here.
at that.
I don't want to give out his
Go
password
ahead.
publicly. Actually, it's because I don't remember it off the top of my head.
Isn't it?
Mark will figure it out.
I'll edit it. Isn't it capital?
Boy, everybody's talking today.
Yes, they are. Hey, I'm glad you're here because there's something I've been dying to ask you about, and that is your experience with Tom Mazaway on the 1270 AM show.
What about him?
He worked for you for 1 day, didn't he?
Not that I can remember. It's like the doctor asking me, "Have you ever had amnesia?" I don't remember.
Really?
Well, I think he was.
going?
What do you mean worked with me? I've
was
been
there.
on the radio with Maz before.
He was hired at 1270
Yes.
to produce the show with Eli and Gary. He worked 1 day, and who intimidated him out of there? It wasn't
Roberta
Gibby.
Jacina.
Roberta Jacina. What did she do?
He sat in her chair. She yelled at him.
Oh,
But wait a minute. Okay, when we were doing the afternoon, you mean?
yeah, I guess
Yeah.
so.
And then he bounced
One day.
back to
Who
JR.
told you that?
Maz?
Maz? But I didn't do anything?
No.
No.
He said, he said, me and Gibby are tight.
We are tight.
Okay.
Do you give him free tickets all the time to baseball games?
Does he mooch stuff off?
Jesus Christ.
I mean,
My son set me up.
No, it's all good.
It's all good.
So you're doing the game tomorrow?
Yeah, I'm just getting ready to open some of my notes, see what I got. And there's a lot of new stuff, new rules this year and all that stuff.
That's right. Bigger bases too.
Well, in the minor leagues, see. So
Not in the big leagues?
well, what's different in the major?
next year in the big leagues, yeah. In fact, I just passed this. Yeah,
That's right.
I'm
Next
supposed to
year
know
it's
this.
no more shifting, and next year it's bigger bases, right?
When do we get the robot umpires?
Robo ump.
Catchers can wear like a little watch right now to try and not let the opposing team steel signs.
Yeah, I heard about that.
Why not? I'm not saying if you can decipher the signs. I don't think electronics should be in that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I thought that was a little odd too. I don't know. I hate to be too much of a traditionalist and have people say, "Oh, you're just old."
Explain it though. Like, how does it work?
Well, I thought the whole signs thing that's
No, I mean, what do they change? What are the catchers wearing?
He can electronically tell the pitcher what he wants.
I teed it up here, but you guys got me on. I think you're downloading my whole computer right now.
Probably.
Yeah, we're hacking.
Posting it on the dark
We're
web.
Just
right
following
now.
Eli's instructions.
I'm going to get Cecil Fielder's phone number off that laptop.
So is it kind of like an offensive coordinator sending in the play?
That's the way I took it.
Okay.
It's something that the catcher.
Let me ask you this: will it speed up the game?
Yeah, that's what they.
So
think.
that's the
I
point.
saw in here that what are they really after, as far as with the game? They do want to. The ideal time they say is 2 hours and 30 minutes. It also says that research shows they like doubles and triples.
Yeah.
Home runs are okay. Fans want to see more stolen bases.
Gibby, I've been saying it for a long time. It's been all walks, strikeouts, and home runs.
I love
for the
me
last
some
couple
stolen
of years.
bags, man.
I just want to see the ball button play.
And I think the device you're looking for is PitchCom.
What about taking the shift out of baseball? I just thought that was, I don't know, it was weird. It was like, wait, they're really doing that?
It's weak.
Well, it stops the offense. Again, they're trying. Offense is better. That's what the fans want to see. I mean,
So the
honestly,
fans just decide how. I mean, why don't we just have the fans determine the whole game? Why don't we have the fans vote on every call?
I think doesn't it probably has something to do with the demographics and the advertising, don't you think?
Sure.
I do.
It's called PitchCom. It looks like I'm getting there. Oh, this was an interesting one. Looking at spin rates, you ever study that?
Oh, yeah.
Looked like last year in June they peaked and then they went way down on June 21st.
Because they took away the sticky stuff.
And then
Took away the spider tack.
on 10-1, guess what happened? The playoffs started.
they
Went
went
back up. Yeah.
What? Really?
Yes.
Wow, I did not know that.
Mm-hmm.
Got to think about your own rosin bag, what you got to do in here. Hand checks. So you're just going to check pitchers for foreign substances multiple times per game.
Yeah.
Instead of examining the hats, gloves, belts, they're just going to check the hands. And,
Where are they hiding it?
On your neck. In your hair.
well, it's got to be under hand, though. That's what they're thinking.
It gets to your hand, but I just wonder, Gaylord Perry was so class. Watching him, hands touch every part of his body before every pitch.
And he had the juice everywhere.
He sure did.
Humidors.
Oh, that's right. Every single park now is going to have a humidor.
Yeah.
And before the humidors, when they first came out, people were nervous that they were going to shut the balls down.
Well, didn't Colorado? Wasn't Colorado?
Yeah, they had
Arizona.
they had more than one bag.
Yeah.
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 I think around 60% is ideal. They're trying to regulate the balls. PitchCom, pitcher-catcher communication. They got a transmitter, a receiver, a charging case. The catcher uses the transmitter to send signs to the pitcher, who wears a receiver in the band of his cap. Transmissions are encrypted.
No more
Clubs are
stealing
free
signs.
to customize the audio tracks as well as,
Wasn't stealing signs part of the game?
Yeah.
yeah.
That was one of the cool
I-
things about being on second base was trying to, figure out what's coming and then relay it to the batter.
So, you ever watch catchers after they call the signs, they move. Now, if you watch Tucker Barnhart, the Tigers' new catcher, he'll move really late, but I think you'll still be able to give location on many catchers. When guys get in trouble, they go out there with every intention to disguise them, but it doesn't work.
Is it really going to speed up the game that much? Do you think? I couldn't imagine.
Well, yeah, we got speeding up the game to see.
It sounds like an excuse just to add the technology in.
Yeah,
to stop people
it
from
says
stealing.
player feedback on PitchCom. It's really going to get the game moving.
Bullshit.
Yeah, hey, I need a new battery.
I feel like they're more embarrassed
They've
by
talked
the
about-
Astros.
That's right. They're going to take timeouts to replace AAA batteries.
They have talked about speeding up the game for 25 years, and they have never. It's longer than ever, isn't it?
Yeah.
Especially the postseason.
Yeah.
Well,
Gotta put
if
the
they,
ball in play.
if they would enforce the rules they have, it would speed up. But they just don't do it.
No.
They just but it's not the only long game that there is. I think that some people like it shorter. Some people like it. Oh, this doesn't sound good. Some people like it long.
If you're a baseball purist, Don't you just appreciate a great game and all the nuances of it? I'm not opposed to change, but I don't know. Some of it just seems like window dressing.
Here's some minor league experimental rules. Ideal game, medium, 2 hours and 30 minutes. Ball and play, doubles and triples are among the most popular.
I agree with that.
They crave more stolen base attempts and excellent defensive plays. They got the pitch timer is coming into all minor leaguers this year. Bigger bases in minor leagues. Shift restrictions are in AA and down. In AA, the level, bases empty, you get 14 seconds. Runner on, 19 seconds. Batter has 9 seconds to get into the batter's box. So they're trying them in the minor league, but they have to.
I'll be curious.
Get in there.
I'm curious to see how that goes.
Yeah, you know somebody's going to be penalized for it or called out or given a strike, and then people are going to react, and they're going to be all pissed off.
Well, in general, when they make new rules, early in the year they enforce them. But after that, they just don't do it. The bigger bases, though, do you realize how much bigger bases to be treated all minor leagues levels in 2022? It's a significant shortening of the base, like just
is that really something?
Second, 4.5 inches.
Did you ever think about that though? Like, God, if only this base was bigger.
Yeah, here's a comparison.
It just seems like such a. I did not see that coming.
Look at that comparison.
That's big.
We
That's
see
a lot bigger.
a lot of stolen bases that are so tight, and this is definitely an advantage to the runner. Look at Ricky Henderson. Had this been under him, he would have had 25,000 stolen bases.
He would have had 33 steal.
He's the best.
34 steal.
So the base is going from 15 inches to 18 inches.
Okay, I get it.
And 33 steal.
The one rule they never changed is the one where you run out of the line, the first base line inside of the line. Every right-handed batter's got to do it from where they're at. That's just a total judgment call. And when they screw it up, they send league representatives out the next day to explain to you why it was the right call. I know that for a fact.
I always like to flail
I think
my
I
arms.
got a couple. Let's see if I can get this.
Have you heard of the Savannah Bananas? They've been going all over the place on social media because
No, they have fans voting on stuff. Right?
they bring in the wildest rules. It's a minor, a smaller league, kind of
Semi-pro.
Yes,
They're drawing huge crowds.
they are because they've
How
been
big?
doing wacky antics. They've been having guys on stilts take at bats. They've been if
Well,
a foul
if the
ball
fans
is
catch a
caught,
foul ball, it's an out, right?
it's an out.
You're not
right?
allowed to bunt. You can't step out of the batter's box once you step in.
You're not allowed to bunt.
No visiting the mound.
It seems like maybe a little too much.
Well, you don't want the fans catching outs for you?
No, not that count.
That's a little much.
A batter can steal first base.
Dog has moved up to my midsection now.
A batter can steal first base on any passed ball or wild pitch.
What?
Anytime in the
Yeah,
game.
even if it's like the first pitch.
That's kind of cool. I kind of like that one.
Your dog.
Lila!
God dang.
Come here. She really does like you.
Oh, yeah, she does. I'm a dog whisperer.
It's time for another Train with Lane dog training tip.
Gibby, what's your how do you think Torque has looked this spring?
Yeah, have you met him? What's he like?
Torque wrench?
Torque wrench, yes.
Torque wrench. Oh, jeez. That's what I'm
That's
talking
pretty
about.
good, man. I think that's good.
Ridiculous.
So when Riley Green comes back, who gets Riley?
Is that your mark? Is that going to be your
I'll take him. Why not?
favorite?
Brandon's been DMing him.
I'm not going
And
to slide into Riley's DMs, though. That's the thing.
Brandon informed Torque that he drafted him on his fantasy team, and Torque didn't even respond.
It's
What?
fine. It's
Nice.
fine. He's busy. He's
Doesn't
saving all
respect
his
his
replies.
management, I'll tell you that much.
He's saving his replies for the ladies. So don't worry about it. Eventually he'll get back to me. We'll hang out. We'll become super best friends.
Change your avatar.
And then Torque and I will beat Kurt and Drew at some kind of event, whether it's ping pong or spelling contest.
So ridiculous.
Because Drew is 0 for 1, okay? Here we go.
Electric
Let's see what I
football.
got here.
That was an incredible comeback.
Here we go.
Sorry. Obviously, I'm calling about what went on last night, and I talked to Ron Renicky. I don't want to put warnings in. I don't want games to go on like that because the game has to be played. But Joe G and I are going to talk about what discipline's coming down. mean, I understand what goes on in this game, and you do what you have to do. The thing I didn't appreciate, and I will talk to you about it when I talk to you.
I got to cut it off there. I don't want.
What was that all about?
That was Joe Torre. That was me getting disciplined.
Yeah.
Oh!
Yeah.
Because somebody got hit.
You have that saved?
Yeah, I got a couple Tony La Russa ones on here.
He's got a whole Iowa bench to take on yet.
I know. We cannot find that video, man.
Oh, we can get it.
From where?
Let's just see.
I've read a couple of accounts about it, and they're really funny because they just more or less say, and then Kirk Gibson decided to take on the entire Iowa bench and was ejected.
They've been doing a lot of Michigan. I saw some. There's a site you can go to. We could probably put in for it, and they can research it.
Okay.
That sounds like a lot of
Yeah, I'm
work.
surprised MSU wouldn't be able to, because years ago I called
Yeah, they
Virginia
can.
Tech and I just said, hey, give me all the Drew Lane baseball pictures you can. And they sent it almost immediately.
Well, I
You
think
got
his are out there a little bit.
Yeah, you'll probably like his form.
Let's see.
Yeah, I tried to show him what great form I had. He didn't respect it. I still have it. That front leg is it's almost
Where's that?
hyperextended. I'll show you.
Well, here's the comparison between
It looks
you.
like Photoshop. Wait a minute.
That's Drew swinging on the right. That's you swinging
I
on the
think
left.
my
Gibby.
weight is better balanced than Gibby's on that particular pitch. Just saying.
Really?
Yeah, look, Gibby, you're kind of
Yeah.
fun
What
on
do you
it.
think on that?
Looks good. Looks like he's nice and flat.
Okay, that looks good, Marlon. What else we got? You got him swinging though. Look at that.
That's a good. Gibby, I must.
Nice picture that is. Look at that.
It's got to be at least a double with form like that.
I got him stealing bags too. Look at this. Look at Drew Lane.
Okay, why'd you go in with the hand then?
I don't know.
You got to go in the spikes right there.
I'm not sure what happened there. I think I might have overrun third base and had to go back.
Well, you
Double off third.
don't you guys share a teammate?
Franklin Stubbs.
Yeah,
That's the
Stubby?
other thing. Yeah. Franklin played at Vatech when I was there.
They were best
I'm
friends.
sure he talked about me all the time.
He was.
Sounds like you're biting your tongue there.
Teammate. He was a good teammate.
Okay.
Yeah?
Do you ever say
One
anything
year-
about Drew?
Of course
You wouldn't
not.
believe this guy I played with back in
Good
college.
left-handed stick, man. What weight control?
Always walked around nude.
You did or he did?
He probably did.
How's this
Guy had to swim nude in high school. Oh, there's my first pitch.
Yeah.
How was it?
How's that
It
form?
was a good pitch.
Top of
Actually,
the
it
mound?
was.
No, I was not on top of the mound, that was bad. I was instructed, and I should have just gone to the top of the mound anyway, because I've seen people do that.
Is that a first baseman's mitt on the mound you have there?
That is.
Why?
I
You
know.
are
That's,
left-handed.
no, that's true. That's pretty bad. I agree.
But if you throw it from the top of the mound, do you know where the ball goes usually?
Probably bounces.
Yeah. You got to throw it really high.
Yeah. Have you had thrown a first pitch in a while?
Yeah, I did one not too long ago.
Do you like being asked to do that, or is that like, oh, no, please? I mean, there's no winning.
My arm was not my asset like that.
I was going to say, I don't think I've ever seen, well, you're very rarely nervous, Drew, but I felt like you were really nervous before.
I was a little
the first
nervous.
pitch, yeah.
Because you can only screw up.
Yeah.
You can only bounce it or throw it over the guy's head. If it's good pitch, it's like, yeah, okay.
The only way
That's
you
what's
win is
supposed
if
to
you're George Bush in 2001.
That was
I mean, that was awesome.
that was a hell of a first pitch.
That was cool.
This was Drew right as he was walking out to the mound there.
I'm the man who has the ball. I'm the man who can throw it faster than fuck.
And
It's
sure
good
enough.
confidence. Great confidence.
What year was that?
That was not how I felt.
What year was that, Drew? Was that 2010?
That was, I was around 2010.
That was the first time that I was able to go to the Champions Club.
Oh, were you there?
Yeah, you gave me tickets as an intern.
Is that right?
Yeah.
You hit that Champions Club up.
And last.
I do.
And last time, Brandon.
Yeah, Maz.
Yeah, that's why I see your brother-in-law so much.
Who, Rosie?
Yeah,
He holds court in there every time I go there.
He holds court everywhere.
he does. He is a court holder. Yeah, he goes to a lot of games, and he does hang in the Champions Club. Is he going tomorrow?
I haven't talked to him. We just got back from Florida, so he's there's probably a good chance.
You going tomorrow, Cam?
No, I'm not.
Negative? Okay.
I'm not going.
He'll probably look pretty good on TV. It's supposed to be 45. What was the coldest opening day you remember?
We got snowed out for Kansas, when we ended up going to Kansas City. That was the coldest that I've ever.
Well, last year was really cold.
Let me ask you about this,
Yeah, last year was
we were
bad.
kind of talking about this yesterday, Gibby. Cold weather for baseball, just as a fan, seems to bother more people than football. But playing, it's totally different. And you played both. Did cold weather ever affect you more in one sport over the other?
Well, it's what comes with it, like cold weather and football. It's just it hurts when you get hit. We didn't have gloves; they do now. In the wind, you get cold and wind. I remember, I think I was a freshman, and we went to Iowa, and the field was froze, and they somehow got it defrosted for the game. But that it's like sandpaper. In baseball, you don't get a grip. You just hit the ball. Like if you hit a ball solid, it's okay. But if it's
On the handle?
Like those guys, I just came from the stadium there in the dugout. You can just feel your hands get cold, and when you hit one off the end, they hurt. And the pitchers, they didn't used to be able to go to their mouths, but now they can. So I think they're in pretty good shape.
Okay, at the risk of upsetting Eli Zaret, is hitting a home run on opening day about as cool as any time to hit a home run? Because did you pop a couple one year?
Yeah, I hit two. I think we lost the game, though. Off Bruce Hurst. I hit one off Bruce Hurst.
Lefty.
But I also...
86, didn't you guys win that game?
I don't think so.
That's a lot of homers.
Maybe I'm thinking of 85. Chris Pitaro had 3 hits in 85. Yeah, he was a big name for about a year.
Yeah.
Didn't Sparky anointed him something? That's usually a bad sign. He anointed me and Mickey Mantle. That was bad.
It was a little closer.
You can't do... there's that picture right there. Teresa and Jack.
Yeah.
His mother's really, really nice. I bodyguard for her at concerts.
I got to say, how nice that Jack... I mean, do you picture Jack White bringing his mom to the ballpark to watch him rehearse? I don't, but
yeah, she's
pretty nice.
Well, I mean, he lives in Nashville, so he's here, so he's hanging with his mom. She loves it. She's 89 or 90, I would say, and she does really well.
Oh, you played in his... was that the last time you played ball when you got that bases loaded hit? Wasn't that Jack White's
I hit a one-hopper. I got an RBI, but that was down in Dallas. He does a lot of Sandlot stuff. That's good.
Sandlot.
Yeah, he's a baseball junkie, isn't he?
Well, he helped rebuild that stadium, didn't he? For
Oh, yeah.
early, yeah.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, he goes all around. He's part owner of War Stick with Ian Kinsler. And they do a lot of good stuff for kids. Yeah, he's into it.
Wow.
You said Sandlot. Today is the 29th anniversary of the greatest baseball movie ever made, The Sandlot. Have you seen it, Gibby?
No.
Oh,
Good.
God. Cam?
Thank God.
All right. See, Cam knows.
Is it that good, Cam?
Cam will know everything.
It's not that good.
It's one of the greatest baseball movies of all time, correct?
It's a good baseball movie. Maybe not the best, but definitely.
Kind of a kid movie.
Yes.
What?
You should probably watch it when you're younger.
I would say so. It's not a terrible movie.
But that's the time when you fall in love with baseball. And I was telling Drew earlier this week that the Tigers team I fell in love with was, I believe it was 93 or 94. Tony Phillips. We had Mickey Tettleton.
Cecil Fielder,
Cecil Fielder.
Travis
Fryman, Alan Trammell,
Tony
Lou were there.
Phillips.
Kirk, you were there. And then coincidentally, what was actually happening at the same time was I was falling in love with Ken Griffey Jr. Baseball Presents on Super Nintendo. Seriously, look, I even brought up here is an example. This is Kirk Gibson in the game. They didn't have MLB rights, so they named him Pickett, W. Pickett, after somebody in Motown or whatever.
What?
But this is Kurt's. Oh God, look at this game.
There's a lefty up there.
Look at that base.
Slaps it to right.
Base hit. Good job. And that's what I fell in love with. And while I was looking for this video, well, I found somebody had mashed up the 1988 Dodgers World Series Game 1 in RBI Baseball. Do you remember for regular Nintendo?
RBI Baseball.
Check this mashup up.
Tying run is at second base.
It's a video game.
Now the Dodgers don't need the muscle of Gibson as much as a base hit. And on deck, Sachs waiting on deck. But the game right now is at the plate.
Well, it's got the record perfect of playing the audio from this home run every time Gibby comes in.
Look at that home run.
She is gone!
RBI baseball.
Oh, I didn't know you hit it out of the stadium. That's a
Yeah.
little flaw in that cartoon.
Almost hit that.
It's not a cartoon.
It's like the natural.
They don't have the parking brakes on there.
That's funny, man.
So how about the Tigers this year?
I'm
down or not?
Vegas had 77 wins, and I thought, wow, because Vegas is usually pretty close, and that would unnerve me a little bit. But then they made this acquisition the other day when Riley Green got hurt. I was really excited about that.
Well, projections, they can. There's different ways to look at projections. Last year we did it. It's called the 40 WAR theory, where you add up your team, and if you have a 40 WAR, wins above replacement.
Yeah.
WAR. If you have 40 with a month ago, every team that was around 40 in WAR were in contention for the playoffs. So the Tigers, I believe, right now are starting. They're at 33 WAR. Okay, but you can inch up that way. Like Torkelson, they've got him at a 1. Maybe he gets off and he becomes a 3 or a 4. They project the young kids, the young pitchers, which if you look at, these have all been developed through the Tigers. You got Alexander is the 5th starter who's throwing the ball really good last year, threw the ball really good this year. He could get you an extra WAR. Matt Manning, high school draft, he's there. Casey Mize and
Could Casey Mize win 19 games or something? I mean, he's so good.
That's a lot.
His stuff is so good, though.
But because you don't go 9, so the bullpen is hurt a little bit right now. But so is everybody. Not everybody, but around the league, there's a lot of injuries cropping up right now. But you have Mize, who's looks very good, knows what he's doing. I mean, he's impressive with his routine, understands how to read the hitters and get them out. And then Tarek Skubal is throwing the ball probably as good as anybody. You had Rodriguez, who's a 4 WAR coming into this year.
Yeah.
He's an upgrade from Matt Boyd. Just from he's healthy, he throws the ball. He's got more experience. So the starting pitching.
Who's the starting pitcher tomorrow?
Rodriguez.
Rodriguez is okay.
Erod.
I thought Mize might be, but no, of course not. This guy's got more experience.
Yeah, but the starting pitching, really like the bullpen, they've got some guys. I'm not sure who's going to go and who they're going to hold back because they didn't have the time because of the lockout. And the pitchers, they threw, but now they're throwing in games a little earlier. Which I kind of like the shortened spring training. We got up to 34 games when I was in Arizona. That's way too many for the position players, not for the pitchers. But this year, I think that is short for the pitchers, perfect for the hitters. So
Michael Pineda too. He's going to be joining the rotation. Michael Pineda, but he's had some visa issues, so he's going to be off to a little bit of a slow start.
What is so weird with this team is that with all the young talent, nobody's talking about Miguel Cabrera.
No,
you never hear him mentioned. Well, how's
good?
No, but he had a pretty good productive spring. How's he feeling, Gibby?
I like the way he came into the spring. He's not going to be a position player. He'll play, I wouldn't say too many games at first base. If Torkelson works out, that's Torque Ranch.
He will. What's he like?
He's going to be okay.
Stop it. Oh, you don't know?
We'll
the
find
answer is
out.
DMs. Jesus.
But I think he's much more relaxed. There was a lot of pressure on him when they didn't have as good of players as they do now. And I think it's not Miguel's personality to really jump out there like that. He leads by example. His numbers speak for themselves. I mean, he's going to end up with 3,000 hits, 500 home runs, 600 doubles. That's pretty incredible career that he's had.
I thought he had a nice year.
And 33 steal.
Yeah, 33 steal. I thought he had a pretty good year last year, especially from June on. Hit the ball well.
He did, but I mean, getting to the WAR, I mean, his skills have diminished.
Yeah.
He was productive, but not like you would hope that Miguel Cabrera or your DH could be. But I would have to give him some credit for showing more leadership. A.J. Hinch has been good for him. I mean, went to Stanford. He's got a psychology degree. I mean, you can see the things he does. because I know he called him in on one issue, and Miguel, he has a lot of experience, so you think maybe he didn't have to go there. But I think AJ's point was, if you don't have to go, what does that show to these younger guys? It's important that you go because we're trying to get a culture here, and he understood, and he did it. And I think AJ did a really good job. Things were kind of fun last year. They started to compete.
It was really
more.
fun. As a fan, it was fun.
Yeah, they started to compete more, and you say, hey, you could see the light at the end of the tunnel. But now you got to follow it up. That's the tough part of it. They're not going to sneak up on anybody, and everybody had a good year last year. Doesn't necessarily going to have a good year this year.
Is 77 wins? I mean, they're not going to be happy with 77 wins, are they?
No, I'm hoping for more. But again, I think a lot of that will have to do with pitching. Way better catching. You got Tucker Barnhart, who's a great pitch framer. Just watch the way he catches. He's going to steal some strikes, blocks the ball. Candelaria at third is going to be much better.
He's underrated.
He could have a monster year offensively. He has the ability. He's starting to learn when not to rush it, how to throw from an angle. Javier Baez, huge. I mean, the Tigers, I always say the middle of the diamond is important. Javier Baez is a Gold Glove, I think, 2 times. He's been an All-Star. You're going to see a lot more double plays turned. He's going to scoop it up. That puts Jonathan Scope back at second. They were doing double plays, and they were finding out 4.8, 4.9 seconds. That's not good. They're practicing them right around 3.94 in spring training. You can already see, because Baez is going to get to the ball. He's going to give a good feed, and the second baseman's going to have a much easier time to make the turn. Torque's going to be at first base. He looks very comfortable over there. He doesn't panic. And you see him, he's going to play. I think they're going to play him a long way off first base. There's a guy named Lyle Overbay. He played way off. He trained Paul Goldschmidt, who's a very good player, how to do it. And Torque is playing way off. The ball, they know it's not going to go down the line. But if they get off too far, they get uncomfortable because they got to run over to the base when the ball's hit, and they got to get there. So I think there's a huge improvement by the Tigers right there.
Just having Torque at first base.
I'm just the whole infield, yeah. And what Torque's got to do is he's got to continue to develop the scoop, because that saves you a lot of errors, a lot of runs. He's young. We're putting a lot on him, but why not? They did it to me.
How does he handle the pressure? Because that's, the number 1 pick. If he was the number 3 pick, it would be a lot less pressure, it seems.
So far, you just look for little things. Like, you don't see the game speed up. Doesn't mean it won't from time to time, but he seems to learn from his mistakes. They kind of didn't tell him right to the end. He played just about every game at first base. He had a good idea, but they told him. They brought Miggy in there, and they brought George Lombard, the bench coach, in there. Al Avila was in there, and they actually started talking to him, and he thought maybe this was going to be
the end.
Then they started getting on him about his glove and stuff, criticizing him. Then they said, "You think you can get better at that? Well, you're a starting first baseman in the big leagues." So that's an exciting moment for him, and hopefully,
Congratulations!
That was Oprah. She's pretty happy too.
Yeah.
Did you feel that much pressure?
It's excitement.
Your first round pick.
Well, the thing about it is you experience success and then think that it's going to be that way the next level up. But these guys are good. It's fast. They're good. They're always discovering your weaknesses, and they make a lot of plays. Before you're in the levels before, they don't make some of those plays. They make plays. You got to earn everything. You got to earn it every day, and you got to earn the respect for your teammates and the people you're playing against, and you got to know when to stand up against them too. So, I had a couple things when I was a rookie. They wanted to initiate me. I didn't play very good. Jack Billingham and I.
I was on Twitter not too long ago. I sent it to you.
He used to get into me, and I sent him through the saloon doors one day. You know how them doors, when they go through and they're flopping back? So,
that I'm sure he didn't expect that from a rookie.
I warned him. I said that that was enough of that.
Did he take it okay?
We couldn't talk because I was on top of him.
You better shut your mouth before I shut it for you.
Yeah, something like that. I said that before he came out the doors, but Jack was a good teammate, and I just didn't. I was straight from football, and I didn't turn the switch off, and that's kind of how we did it. We hit hard, when people challenge you like that, and
What do you want to do, huh?
Yeah, let's get it on now. Let's do it. So I did that and said, well, do we have any other things we need to settle in here? I was going to get beat up. It was time to pay the toll. And we got along pretty good. That the team developed. And it took so many years. So where the Tigers are going to finish this year, I'm hoping they're competitive and they get to stay in it right to the end. And then whoever plays the best and makes the least amount of mistakes is going to win. That's the way it should be. By the way, that shirt you got on, how old is it?
Oh, it's a little bit old. But, I'm the kind of guy, I see pictures of myself in 2000, and I go, whatever happened to that T-shirt? I love that T-shirts.
I mean, how old?
Where's that Cubs T-shirt? Well, this is from I want to say 2012 tour or something.
2012.
It was a show in Chicago I went to.
The flag is not on the new ones, just the lips.
Yeah, well, you love the Stones. You're like me. You probably remember this stuff better, but yeah, this is a good 10 years
So
old.
is your
Love you, Jagger.
If I go upstairs and open the drawer, it would just be a big stack of rock T-shirts.
Drawer?
Yeah.
And cop pants.
Drawer? You don't need to open a drawer. It's probably just sitting on his bed, fold up.
That too.
Or makes it in the drawers.
Yeah, there's a lot of Beatles, a lot of Stones, a little Elvis Costello.
A couple radio shirts, too.
Yeah,
Wear
that's
that
true.
outfit again.
Yeah, somebody said, wow, you still have a WRF shirt. And I was like, I don't think I got that at the end of my resume. I like those old shirts.
I like your ABX shirt. The Air Aces.
Yeah, that's newer.
You got a whole closet of freebies up there, don't you?
I do. Oh yeah. You want some Drew and Mike stuff?
Yeah.
We got some T-shirts.
Yeah.
Those are new.
Over in the silence of the
Those
lambs.
have never
Are
been
they
worn.
soft?
Yeah, they're soft.
I can't stand scratchy T-shirts.
No, I can't either.
How about the tag? You leave it in?
I think.
Tagless now.
No, I
Are they
rip 'em.
tagless?
Most of them
Is that a thing? Is that a big thing?
Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh. Are you going to any shows coming up?
Well, Jack White tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
Going there. We're going to go see... who's the other guy?
Wait, I guess I'm going to see Jack
I
White
did
tomorrow,
ask
too,
him.
then, right?
Yeah, you're going to see Jack White.
Yeah, and anybody who's going to the game is going to see Jack White.
I think he's talking about the post-game
There's a
festivities.
Lucky.
Lila
Go there with Spencer Torkelson. Tell him I said what's up.
Lila really warmed up to Gibby.
Gibby, while you are here, though, April is Parkinson's Awareness Month.
Oh,
Of course,
is there
Kirk Gibson
In my
Foundation.
PSA.
purpose to
We
this
got a
visit?
minute?
Okay,
Is
good.
Is this a quid pro quo?
No, it's not.
Well, I saw you
Nobody's making
started.
any money.
I think you
Hopefully
guys
Parkinson's.
started a new campaign.
I mean, because we would have done it if you didn't come in here.
right at
Dan
KirkGibsonFoundation.org,
Don't tell him that.
there's a big video. Is this a new campaign you got here? I'm gonna
No,
play.
it's just for they do a public service announcement basically to try and get people to understand certain things about what it's like to have Parkinson's, and different ways of looking at it and getting through some tough times. You don't want to get it, but when you do, you can't give in. And I taped this up, and let's listen to it, and I'll explain a little something. Did you get the one person sent me back?
I did. Yeah. Here, I'm gonna play the one that's right on the website, KirkGibsonFoundation.org.
I was hit 61 times at the plate in my career. But I always took my base. I always got down the line. I wish I could call myself the day I got diagnosed with Parkinson's. I would say,
You have one new message.
no matter what, never allow Parky to let you forget who you are.
Is that a good enough shot of me?
Things will be different. Change will challenge us. but bravery keeps the beast at bay. Family will drive us forward.
Come on, Gabby.
Come on, Cam.
Great video.
New moments will become new memories. We will achieve great things. It's just all down that line, waiting for you. April is Parkinson's Awareness Month. For more information, visit KirkGibsonFoundation.org.
Who edited that?
Brian Dukoff?
Nice.
Yeah, he does.
Great.
He does
Video's
good
great.
stuff, and there's a lot of videos from over the years. And so, when you get diagnosed, and I'm just promoting Parkinson's right here, and there are other causes out there that's equally as important. So you try and help people think about the times in their life, and getting hit all those times. You got to get on the line. You got to get to first base. Having a tough time in your life, something, you got to find a way to get up and get down the line, and that's kind of what I'm promoting. And it's hard, I understand it, but you have supporters, and it's we've had some people call in. We've set up a phone line that people can call in and leave themselves a message. And like I'm going to speak Monday at Michigan State to probably 900 to 1,000 people, and many of them are students who went through the Student Athlete Academic Center, and they've gathered tools. But if they could leave themselves a message today, think about you guys do it. Leave yourself a message, and then listen to it a year from now, 5 years from now. You can lay framework and foundation to find a way to get through. So people have many different ways of being expressive and helping people through tough times. We're trying to develop a forum so people can talk. And then, my foundation is a collaborative foundation. We try and help people develop quality of life, exercises, and therapies so they can enjoy. You're going to live so long, YOLO, right? And,
Yep.
we want to help you get out of that corner and fight.
Can you give an example? You're talking about not giving in. Can you give me an example of something where you could have given in? You refuse to give in. But, are there times when you go, oh, God, I just don't feel like doing this?
When you have my disease, Parkinson's, you lose the ability to do a lot of things.
Mm-hmm.
Like, just for me to come here, get up, go downstairs, that's a chore in itself, okay? To get dressed, try and button is very frustrating. The things that you do quickly,
right?
You can't do it. You don't have the skills to do it. If you put a bunch of change in the jar and told me to get me out 37 cents, your voice, your cognitive abilities, you have to practice it. You have pathways that are still there, but you have to manually stimulate and use those pathways. So
you still do the yelling exercises?
The big and loud, I do those. And like this morning, we did one. There's an exercise I can do that stretches my diaphragm out, so it makes my voice better. I haven't been doing them enough, so I've got to really. And again, this is my foundation is we try to provide places to go where people can find something that's going to help them. Ideally, I'd love to build a center of excellence where people could come from all over the country, somewhere, in this area, where they could come in and have housing there as well. Like you could come in,
wow,
rent for a month or 2 months. You have all the different types of therapies, and you learn how to eat. What makes you eating is one, exercise is another, socialization is another, and then you have the caregivers, which is just the opposite. It's frustrating to my family. I know it is. They would say it's okay, but it sucks. Okay, when I'll go to the grocery store and they'll give me an amount, and I'll be digging in this thing right here. I'm trying to develop a new fanny pack, but for me to get in there and then separate the dollars, and I can see it in the cashiers and the people behind me. They're like, God, man, let's go.
Oh, Jesus, that's terrible.
Yeah, but I stand there, or somebody will say, "Here, do you want me to help you?" And then I'll try and not get the help. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, it's like having a governor on your mini bike. You want it to go faster, but it's not going to go faster. And sometimes things don't want to even start up. But it's not looking. It's not a pity party. It's let's go.
And if anybody wants to, he set up a phone number. It's actually 313-395-8523. 313-395-8523. And here's an example that people have called in to this number.
You have one new message.
Hi, my name is Jean. I was diagnosed with Parkinson's 16 years ago. When it burns, you have to keep fighting. And do things that you normally do. It was slow progression. You just need to hang in there. Keep on going. Look to all of you out there.
Again, 313-395-8523. And I'm sure you guys will compile these, and I'm not
share
sure.
them. Yeah, we'll share them. I'm sure we'll get a few that we don't want, but
Yeah, it takes balls just to call, though, and talk about it.
yeah, but I'm saying there's going to be some.
Jokers.
Oh,
It's like the boner line.
You guys,
Someone's going to leave a fart on there or something?
6 months.
gosh, you guys with your farts, man.
You guys.
oh, come on! Like you never fart.
Yeah, jeez.
Ask Cam about it.
I'm sure you have during a
Cam,
broadcast,
Cam.
haven't you?
How do they sound?
He legitimately bottoms out when he does. It's like, and then he goes, and then this is what he does right after he goes, what? Like nothing. He's like, what's going on?
This is the fart that we have in the system labeled the Kirk
proud of
Gibson
you.
fart.
What is that, Brandon?
It kind of that was very accurate.
Similar?
Oh, yeah.
Cam sent it to us.
Yeah, Cam did. It's labeled Fart 70, the Kirk Gibson fart.
I can't tape them. I'm sorry.
That's okay.
You'll have to set up a system to do that.
We do appreciate the apology, though. So is it, you said that 1 year you were doing the Tigers game, opening day, and you froze right at the beginning of the game, correct?
2015. It was actually, I was suffering from severe anxiety. I didn't know what I had. I did a fusion in my neck. They'd done my shoulder because I was feeling things.
You're crutching it now.
Yeah, well, I mean, that's the knee. That's too much activity. What are you trying to say? I went to the doctor. He said,
You're doing fine.
He says, you can get a knee replacement, or you can go get one of those pirate wood legs and walk around, strap it on the end. What do you got? One of those one of those table legs.
Yeah.
Oh, boy.
Peg leg.
Well, so tomorrow, though, you don't ever have the concern about freezing up again, do you? Or do you?
I'm not concerned about it, but that day they threw to me like I was supposed to do a piece, introduce a drop-in of, say, Miguel, and, they dropped it in. I couldn't talk, and I realized leading into that I wasn't feeling good.
Yeah.
And so I just walked out, took my stuff off, and said, I'll explain later.
Oh, wow.
I went over and got diagnosed the next day. Actually, it was 2 days later.
That fast?
Oh, yeah. Well, it was obvious. And I told him, and, I was off the air for a while, and I had to learn how to do it. So, you guys like to go, anybody like the dentist here?
Dentist? I'm not a big fan. I've spent a little too much time there.
No, I have a fear of dentists.
You know that drill, when they start drilling,
Oh, yeah.
when you hear, how do you feel when you hear that? You want a
Not
drink?
good.
It's worse when you can smell it.
Well, yeah, it does smell. If I'm on nitrous, I'm okay.
Yeah.
I mean, honestly,
For everything.
I'm not going to deny.
God.
It's nails on a chalkboard.
I really like the feeling nitrous gives me. I mean, it's not my fault. They give it to me. I don't ask them for it. I don't run around looking for it. But when I am there,
give me the nitrous. Give me the gas.
I'm telling you, it helps.
So here's the thing. You hear that? Go ahead. Let's hear that drill. And then when it starts getting high, you're just waiting for it to grab that nerve, and you can just jump out of the seat. Just wait. What are you jumping for? So, but anyway, that feeling when I used to have the anxiety, I would look at my partner, whoever it was, or I'd get in my producer's ear and I'd go, "Hurry up, the dentist is coming." I could feel it. It's coming on because sometimes I stand there and something's not going right, and I start to get shaky, and that's one of the things that you'll see a lot of people with Parkinson's. They'll have their hand in their pocket. Usually one side will shake. My left side does over the other, so they'll stick in their pocket because they don't want anybody to see it.
Yeah.
You try and hide it. So anybody that's listening, what the hell was that?
Oh, sorry. This is just a picture of Drew and Kirk that we are going to use for the show cover today.
You can clear that with Kirk Gibson.
It's just you guys hanging out. It's just you guys hanging out and taking a picture together.
Send us a picture. Neck rub there? Or what? Come on.
Why do we have matching sweater vests and blue shirts?
Yeah, you remember the cover of Step Brothers with John C. Reilly and Will Ferrell?
Yeah.
Just a little swapperoo.
Jeez.
Super friends.
Every day I get this gibby.
Brandon stayed up all night. Probably. Whoever was in the house got kicked out.
But for tomorrow, you can go in there psyched up for opening day. It's not like you have to worry about something. I mean, in spite of all the not giving in you do.
I don't worry about it. It is what it is. I understand that things have changed, my voice, and it's more monotone, my face. Although I am still better looking than Eli, aren't I?
I think you'd pull more chicks if you guys had a competition.
Yeah.
I love
really
lesbians.
fill up the room.
I love watching women's golf.
I can't believe how much shit we got from him, right? It's like, hey, what the hell did
Get
I
your
do?
freaking finger out of my asshole, buddy.
Like I said, he fills up the room. All right, I got to do a break pretty soon. I didn't know if you guys, how long you can stay or not stay, or did we get everything in?
Yeah, we got to get going.
We're good? Okay. Where are you going?
It's a secret.
Okay.
You wouldn't even tell your best friend.
He's got all his secret visits today. All his surprise visits.
Well,
surprising everybody.
Yeah. You want to take this dog with you?
No. What?
Does that dog hunt?
Yeah, right.
That dog is so fast. That dog has incredible wheels. Incredible wheels.
That dog's not going to be doing the things you do out in Metamora. Trust me.
Will he retrieve anything?
No.
Absolutely.
LeBron
Retrieve
James.
anything if you throw it.
She'll bark a lot and
The LeBron James
scare
doll, right?
deer away.
She'll hump LeBron James.
She's pretty talented.
But you get
Incredible wheels.
I like her. Yeah, she's good.
sweet. She's good.
She's scary.
She's a little bit of a hothead sometimes, but she's a beautiful dog.
You got a cat too?
No.
Talented dog.
I'd like to get another dog, I think.
But anyway, thanks for letting me stop in today.
It's great to see you, man.
You
What a
and
shock.
Cam are talking. And hopefully you have a good time down at the... You going to the game
Yeah,
tomorrow?
yeah,
Going to the club?
yeah.
You got your own seat?
I do.
You got Maz.
Silver, gold, what is it?
It's just the Champions Club, and I will be assaulting the buffet there myself tomorrow. And then we got this contest going too, where you can assault the buffet. So yeah, Champions Club. That's a pretty sweet place to sit. You've probably been in there.
Yeah, so let's yeah, what happens if you're going to eat and somebody drops a big bomb in there? Oh, man, something. That food doesn't smell very good.
Oh, I'm sure it happens.
It's like the Sweden house. Anybody ever go there?
Are you tailgating tomorrow prior?
Me?
I was gonna.
Well-
I'm not gonna.
Gibby's got work to do.
Yeah.
So anyway, of activities that we always kind of talk about, we're going to do this, we're going to do
Yeah.
that.
Oh yeah.
What's up? You
Ping
want
pong.
Ping pong?
Yeah. Who's got the table? You got one too?
Shit, me and
I'm on
Torque,
practice
me and
with you
Torque should
first.
take you guys on. Me and my friend, my good friend Spencer Torkelson.
Yeah.
We should take you two on.
You want to wait until I get my knee replaced and do it the day after?
No.
The day after.
How about,
The day after
would you
you're
feel
replaced.
comfortable going out on my boat in the night with Lake St. Clair?
At the nighttime?
Yeah.
What do you
We'll
do
turn
out there
the
at
party,
night?
We'll turn the
Be
party lights on.
miserable.
No, I'm not
Well,
sure
we're
what the
trying
objective
to
is.
progress him, from...
Let's start with ping pong.
What else we do out here on the water?
I'm psyched for ping pong.
Mind if I smoke?
He loves being captive. He loves being a captive passenger.
I'm just getting past COVID.
But getting past COVID.
Just kidding.
Not having it, just the whole idea of it.
Yes,
Gotcha.
So-
exactly.
The other night...
Going to opening day.
Congratulations.
Sometimes when I really having a hard time go to sleep, I take and turn you guys on and stick it on my pillow.
Oh, good.
Oh.
We put
So
you right to sleep.
Bore
huh?
you? Yeah. We bore you so much you fall asleep.
No,
That's
it's
good.
not boring. It's just, it's actually, I don't sleep that way. I can't, I don't like
I have to
go
listen to
sleep.
stuff too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's hard to sleep with Parkinson's, isn't it?
Yeah, well, you sleep and then you go, ah!
Really?
Well,
can't
I
just
mean,
jump.
this is sad, but it's true. Like, if you're going to sleep with your spouse, you have to put pillows because you can't act out dream. When you have dreams, Parkinson's, you can act out. So, like, if I thought that you were, coming over to, like, wrestle me or something, I would act out.
Well, it's pretty likely to happen, I think.
Yeah, well, I mean, you know what?
I'm
You
going
go,
over to wrestle with Kirk Gibson.
well, but I'm just saying,
He's dreaming it though.
you can have any kind,
do.
any kind of dreams. I mean, but like I might see somebody coming, and I would kick out. One day I had a dream of a deer coming by me, and I kicked out at it. So
Has Joe ever been clipped in the middle of the night?
no,
Oh, good.
close. Yeah, when you can feel the wind, but so I mean that's.
Are you still able to do all your hunting that you want to do? Everything,
No.
no restrictions?
No.
Or,
I'm not. I mean, I can do it, but not with no restrictions.
you know?
You got to watch your balance and.
Are you still bow hunting?
Last year's the first year I haven't completed the deed, and I don't know how long, just because I didn't put that much time in. Did a lot of walking after the upland birds, and we had plenty. I should have brought you some. We should have brought you some of those pheasant
venison.
pot pies over. You eat them?
Hell yeah, I'll eat them. Hell yeah.
Pheasant? Yeah.
Roosters. Get some roosters. All
Why
right,
not?
boys.
All right,
Thanks.
Gibby.
Thanks, Gib.
Thank you, ma'am. Thanks for coming out, Cam. Thank you.
Got a friend in me.
It's one of those good surprises.
We missed KRG today, but we got Cam.
That's right.
See ya.
Get Kevin one of these.
Until we finish our conversation.
Of course.
That's
what friends do.
I'm ashamed I didn't have the Gibby song queued up.
Oh, yeah, that's
Should've
right.
Should have probably
It's a
told
great song. It's about his hobble off home run. He's going to want a copy of this one.
World Series Game 1, 1988. Good old Kirk Gibson hobbles up to the plate. 2 out in the ninth, the Dodgers down 4-3. Man on first base, and on the mound was Dennis Eckersley.
Because that's what best friends do.
The count was 3-2. One more strike and the game was done. But then Kirk smacked a backdoor slider for a hobble off home run. It was his only appearance in the series because he was in so much pain. But he gave his team a boost, enough so they could win 3 more games. Kirk Gibson. I'm talking about good old Kirk Gibson. 1988 MVP, Kirk Gibson.
I've got to pick a good fantasy team.
255 career home runs, Kirk Gibson. Lifetime average 268, Kirk Gibson.
Nice opening day surprise.
Isn't that one of his best?
Yeah. It really puts you back in that spot. Better in that video game with the
I don't know about the Kobe
real audio.
game. The Kobe song, rather. That's a great song. And the other, what's
He should make one that just goes Gibby, just like this instead of Kobe.
Gibby.
Gibby. Gibby. Gibby. Kirk Gibson. Gibby.
Oh boy.
Nice surprise for opening day.
I guess we can have guests again now.
Baseball's back.
Are people going to complain about Kirk? Oh my God, Kirk, all you talk about is baseball.
Somebody will. You know that. Come on. What a silly question.
Hopefully.
Don't ever do that again.
You know what's really funny? People are starting to leave 5-star reviews where they go, all you talk about is,
I know, it's
something.
funny.
That's pretty good.
We need a shirt. We need a shirt. This is all you talk about.
I always wonder what people who really don't know the show think when they read our reviews because they make no sense.
Good. I'll have to listen.
Yes, we do need to get to the boner line, and we will. But first, I just want to mention things that don't make sense, like walking up and slugging the host on national TV. And what doesn't make sense to someone who enjoys perfect eyesight without the need for glasses, contacts, or reading glasses is why everybody else doesn't go and get it also. That's why you put out the good word about Dr. Yaldo. No matter what your issues are with vision, chances are 100 to 1 he'll solve it for you with either the most precise custom LASIK in Michigan or maybe those amazing multifocal lenses that correct both your close and far vision for life. What's been holding you back is probably irrational fear. These surgeries are safe, and no one's done more of them than Dr. Yaldo. Get $1,500 off LASIK surgery. Call 800-398-EYES or go to Yaldo.com.